What's going on, everyone? It's Moise back again, and Everton have just won 2-1 away at Huddersfield Town. A game that, in the first half, by the first 10 minutes, I thought Everton were going to really dominate. I actually thought Moise Kean had a good game. He scored a goal. It was wrongly ruled off for offside. Iwobi scored a good goal. They were celebrating together, and I thought, this is a different Moise Kean. We're going to get on to what happened in the second half in a minute. I haven't got COVID. If anyone's wondering what that is, I've got a start. It's brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Look at me, I look horrendous. Anyway, let's talk about the game. First 10 minutes, both sides were sloppy. Begovic's kicking didn't look great. Some of the clearances were very low, and yeah. Everton definitely grew into the game. I thought Iwobi looked very good, wanting to get on the ball, doing well. Townsend was, I'd say, a little bit quiet, but prepared to work hard, running around, trying to carry the ball down the right-hand side, and that was fine. Moise Kean, I thought, did a decent job holding the ball up. Didn't think he was fantastic at that, but I thought he at least seemed to be trying. There was a few moments where he tried to flick the ball around the corner, did come off once and didn't come off a couple of times, but at least he was trying. That's more than I expected. So, okay, all right, I was cool with that. I thought Tom Davies was okay in the middle of the park. He was very combative, as you'd expect. Philippe Gbamin, I think can play. Like, he's a player. He's definitely a player. He's more than capable of dominating a midfield, I think, because he has this ability to glide with the ball. But not only that, he has a little turn. He's got a little trick in his locker. He's got fairly quick feet, and I was happy to see that. Nelson Konku broke down the left-hand side a few times. I think defending-wise, I think he's slightly suspect, but he's dropping a shoulder, he's beating his man, he's trying to deliver a ball. And we just looked decent. The goal come, it was a lovely through ball. Iwobi, first touch, puts it in the bottom corner. It makes Everton 1-0. And to be honest, at that point, I thought there was only one winner, and I thought we were going to win comfortably. We literally instantly scored. A fantastic run from Nkunku. Plays in Moise Kean. Moise Kean absolutely smashes it home. Makes it 2-0. And the linesman, who... we're going to talk about something else in a minute. But the linesman... he wrongly got it offside. It wasn't offside. And Moise Kean was angry. He was angry. He was frustrated. And I was glad to see that. I want to see some passion from him. I want to see some fight, some grit, some determination. And it was good to see that he'd done that. And he was pissed about it. Fine, good. Take that all day. Pissed. He was angry. So, game carries on. We get to about the 40th minute, roughly. And ball comes over, and Mason Holgate gets slightly stuck under the ball, which allows their centre half, I think his name was Lees, to get in between Holgate and Kean. Kean, in my opinion, is the wrong side of his man. However, he's technically not, because Holgate is actually the right side of his man. He's just too short and can't win the header. Lees makes the space. He makes it 1-1 with a bullet header. Begovic can't keep it out. Begovic had made a couple of good saves before that, and he made a couple after that as well. One in particular, one where the ball is going over his head, and he manages to get his fingertips onto it. Otherwise, it was going to make it. I think it would have made it 2-1 to Huddersfield at that point. But we dug deep, and we went in at half time 1-1. The second half was a different game. Andre Gomez comes on. The substitutions, I'm on the fence about, but look, it's too early to start slagging Rafa for them subs, because I'm being funny. I saw some horrendous ones from Carlo Ancelotti, so I'm not going to say too much, but instantly the game changed. It was just so much slower. There was no movement in the middle of the park. I felt like we were hemmed in, certainly in their half. We just couldn't get out, and it was pretty ropey. Then literally Huddersfield, they've got the wind between them, you know, they've got the sails up, they're fucking going. They score again from another cross, and again we get lucky because this time, sorry, we don't get lucky. Again, we do get lucky, but we wasn't again beforehand, so scrap that first bit. But we got lucky because the ball comes over, it makes it 2-1, and it's given offside against Fraser Campbell for either touching the ball slightly or standing in front of the goalkeeper. And how the linesman sees that, I don't quite know. But anyway, he gives it, and we get away with it. Literally 5 minutes after, this cauldron's boiling, the fucking pot is bubbling. Moise Kean, oh my God, he does so well. He tracks his man back. He wins the ball. Like, I'm sitting there going, yes, fucking hell, Moise Kean. I want to see more of this, son. Getting back, doing the Richarlison job, getting the ball and dragging it forward. He drags it forward. He plays a pass out to the right. The next thing you know, he turns around, and from my angle, it looks like he just pushes the lad, but the referee's standing there and instantly sends him off. So whether he's hit him in the face or not, I don't know. Whether he squared up to him and nutted him, I don't know. But irrespective, Moise Kean gets the stupidest red card I've seen in a long, long time. It was actually similar to the Richarlison one, the first 5 games he played for Everton, if I remember, or his 3rd game in. And he just nodded his head, and it was that sort of stupidity. Moise Kean walked straight down the tunnel. The lad got a yellow card from Huddersfield. It was ridiculous, and I sat there and thought, you've smiled for the first time in ages. You scored a goal that was ruled off, and you passionately was angry about it. And on top of that, you go off and you celebrate a goal with Iwobi. I'm not used to that, Moise Kean. I'm not used to the one running back and dragging a ball from our defence and carrying it up forward. I thought he did well, and then he stupidly fucking gets sent off. He stupidly loses his head. And what am I meant to say to that? How am I meant to defend him? Because everyone's going to come on here now and say he doesn't want to play for the football club. And for the first 55 minutes he was on that pitch today, I felt like I saw a different Moise Kean. And then he gets sent off. And I was gutted. I felt like my little fucking heart had just gone boom. So, yeah, I mean, that's my take on the Moise Kean situation. Anyway, game carries on. Damari Gray comes on. Luca Dean comes on. I really don't know what that adds, but he brings on Luca Dean and pushes Nkunku further forward. And anyway, the ball breaks down the left-hand side. Damari Gray stands it up, plays a lovely little 1-2 with Andre Gomez, who beats his man, slashes it across goal, and Andros Townsend runs onto it and smashes it top corner, makes it 2-1. And at that point, there was only one team winning it, and it was Everton. We ground it out. We finished it off. There was a few balls put into the box. Huddersfield, for any Huddersfield fans watching this, they played well. You're in no trouble of going down in the Championship this season. You're in no trouble at all. You were very good for 50 minutes today. 55 minutes, 60 minutes, you were very good. You competed with a Premier League team, and I can understand some of you fans being angry that you didn't go 2-1 up, and Begovic pulls off a fantastic save, going down to his right, but he gets to his left, and the other one where the ball's going over him and he just touches it over the bar. But honestly, Huddersfield played really well today. Everton, I was fairly happy with the first half performance, bar the defending, which again, Mason Holgate, Michael Keane, one of them has to leave this football club in this transfer window if Everton want to do anything whilst playing one of them on the pitch, because they're absolutely shite together. And actually, if you put that mistake down to Michael Keane, if you're one of the fans that are putting that mistake down to Michael Keane, fair enough. I actually can't pick. It's one of their fault. I can't pick which one. Then that's 3 goals conceded this season because of Michael Keane. So I think that speaks volumes for itself. Anyway, my man of the match, it's really difficult to give one today. Because the players that stand out for me, unfortunately, didn't really play the whole game. However, I was impressed with Gbamin. 90 minutes in the tank. He looks a real player. Look, yes, he didn't get the goal. Yes, he wasn't the Andros Townsend. You know, he didn't, you know, the defending John Joe Kenny, etc. Asmir Begovic, no. I want to give it to Gbamin. I think he come in. First game is 738 days or something from the start. He deserves man of the match. So, yeah, my man of the match goes to Gbamin. And we are through to the third round of the Carabao Cup. Let's see who we get in the next round. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. I'll see you soon. Peace.